Hello, Merry Meet. I am Merrie the Magickal Maeven. I am standing here in the Pure Essence Wellness Center on 8th Street in Traverse City. And today I'm going to be talking to you about Black Obsidian. So I am passionate about helping people on their spiritual journey, wherever they happen to be. And I also love talking about the crystals. So today there's quite a bit for Black Obsidian. I got notes. I got me some notes here. So grab some tea, get comfy, and then don't feel overwhelmed because I have a quick reference guide for you. So all you have to do to let me know that you want that is either use the link below and shoot me an email or comment below, send me a direct message, and I'll get that to you right away. And crystals, gemstones, they can help us on so many levels, physical level, metaphysical level. So emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, and there's the magic, right? So here we go. There's a lot to unpack. Before I get started, let me show you. There we go. See how shiny it is. These are little pieces, so hopefully that's showing up okay. All right, so Black Obsidian, it is a rock with some inclusions, can be black or gray or reddish brown. The one we're going to talk about today is black. Crystal, so on a scale of 1 to 10, it's got a hardness of 6. So it's not weak, but it's not the strongest because most jewelry you'll find, that's why you'll see a lot of quartzes in jewelry because they're 7. So not saying you can't put this in jewelry, but just be a little more careful. And then because we're talking about the black, let me go into a little science here. Okay, I don't want to lose you, but we're going to start with the science. We will end with the magic, I promise. All right, so it is a naturally occurring pure black natural volcanic glass. I said natural twice, sorry. I'll show you how much of a nerd I am. Back when Game of Thrones was on, I would call it dragon glass. It's found worldwide. It's basically lava that cooled so fast that the minerals inside did not have time to form crystals. So it can be flecked with white or stripes, and it has that iridescence, the shininess, right? And so it can have a hypnotic effect, if you will. Even though technically it's non-crystalline, it does contain itty bitty small crystals and other minerals, so particularly quartz. And as we know, quartz is great to add an extra kick in the pants to what you're working on. So you've got the quartz feldspar and iron compounds. So the microcrystals create variations of color and luster that the light is reflected off of them. So that random scattering of light rays makes most black obsidian and most obsidian black in appearance. But there are other types. There's other obsidian. So there's the gray white or gray patches. It's called snowflake. Super cute. This is actually like little snowflakes were locked in there. There's even the reddish brown mahogany obsidian. But those are for another video. So here we go. This is found in different places around the world, including Mexico and here in the US. So for this one, let's talk about the color black. The stones that are black, including obsidian, are going to go to the root cause of an emotional issue and then help balance them out. So if something's been troubling you, especially for some time, and you really want to delve deep, find the root cause of it, there you go, grab your black obsidian. So throughout history, obsidian has been used for different things. So a lot of the first tools that humans had were made from stones like flint and obsidian. It was very popular for making knives, spear points, arrowheads. Some people will call it flint for that reason. And those arrowheads Not only were they used for everyday purposes, but they also had that considered to have that magic as well. So we've got, over time, people went from the stone tools to, they were able to use smelting and metalwork. But here's the thing, in our modern technology, obsidian is actually still used because it's one of the hardest elements on the planet. And so we've got the mystery, the magic, the science, all wrapped into one. So it's actually used a lot in high-tech industries. Sorry about the noise. So because of the fact that it was so plentiful around the world, it was used a lot for ornamentation, mirrors, and we're going to get into that later, knives, like I mentioned, and jewelry. All right. So the energy is projective. So with projective energy stones, these are stones that are energizing. They're useful for healing, protection, exorcism, intellectual powers, luck, success, willpower, courage, and self-confidence. And for the subtle body, it's on the mental level. The element is fire. No surprise there, being the fact that it used to be lava. So fire stones are great for protection, defensive magic, physical strength, magical energy, courage, willpower, purification. So if you wanted to use a fire element stone like obsidian, as well as candle magic, putting them together, candle color of red is perfect. But if you're not feeling the vibe of red, there's, you've got oranges or yellows, whatever feels like fire to you. As far as astrological associations, we've got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Capricorn. The Capricorn, child of Saturn. So Saturn stones are useful for grounding, centering, protection, purification, luck. And for those purposes, what you can use, the candle colors are gray or brown, more earthy. And if you're not one of those signs, don't worry. Anybody can use this stone. Anybody can use any stone. So the deity that is associated with Black Obsidian is, bear with me here, Tezcatlipoca. I'm so sorry, I probably said that wrong, but I wrote it out phonetically. So this is an Aztec deity. So translated, it means either smoking mirror or shining mirror. And we're going to get to the mirror, I promise. But first, let's talk about the chakra. We've got the base chakra, the sacral chakra, and the crown chakra. All right. So as far as the base chakra, we already talked about the grounding aspect. And then as far as the crown chakra, it being more open spiritually, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more in just a little bit here. But keep in mind, you can use your crystals to balance and heal your chakras by placing them directly on that energy center on your body. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. Especially like crown chakra, trying to stick something to the top of your head, not going to work so well. So you can meditate with your crystal. You can put it beside your bed. You can put it on your pillow. You have options. So the keyword powers for Black Obsidian, if I can say it, is protection, grounding, divination, peace, creativity, male energy. And that doesn't mean that you have to be born male. It's just that more masculine or projective energy, and intuition. On the physical level, it's good for the colon, helps gastroenteritis. I said it. Irritable bowel syndrome, digestion, stomach issues, if you're feeling winded, if you're feeling nauseous. And it also helps you to recognize the causes of a disease. So again, going to the root of an issue. And then there you go, you got the root chakra. All right, on the emotional and spiritual level, boosting your creativity, bringing wisdom, helping you learn things, offering protection, aids in shamanic healing, promoting intuition, psychic abilities, in particular scrying. We're gonna get to that. Grounding, like we talked about, the focus of male or masculine energies. But if you're feeling imbalanced, if you're feeling out of whack, its most useful attribute is the ability to draw those hidden imbalances to the surface and then release them. But just because you're ready to face something doesn't mean you need to do it so quickly. Just give yourself care and space and time, because when these things are hidden, they've been hidden for a while, and we're the ones that pack them away. So it takes time and gentleness, okay? So because these things are so uncomfortable for us to face, that's why we pack them away so far in the deep, dark crevices of our mind. We've got outdated patterns that need to be broken. We need to release those. We need to stop wasting energy on the things that don't serve us anymore. So obsidian is ideal for transforming what's needed, bringing that fiery energy from deep within the earth to purify and cleanse. Because again, it's that black volcanic glass coming from the inside of Mother Earth. It's going to help transform those energy patterns. And then after working on these things, be gentle with yourself and try sipping water. That's going to help ground you and center you after working through these things. So grounding. Obsidian is great for grounding. It's a very centering stone. You can either hold it in your hands, or you can put one stone under each foot. And just not too ginormous, so it's not painful. But you can take two small pieces, put one under each foot, and then that way you can help feel more centered, more balanced, bringing things in your life back into order. Because the physical is the path to the spiritual. So it's tempting to kind of forget the physical things and focus only on the spiritual, but again, you got to be balanced. So other grounding stones, if you want to put them together, you've got hematite, kunzite, moonstone, and then black tourmaline. Okay, so unwinding your pain. You can draw this discordant energy out of your body or out of your system, and you can unwind that painful, concentrated energy. So think about it like a ball of just knots, right? So it's going to help untie those knots, unwind everything. If you've ever had a cord that's just gotten all wound up, it's going to help unravel those. Clearing those cords, cutting those cords, bringing the healing energy in. So if you don't have obsidian, you can always replace it with you can always use smoky quartz in place of it. But either is going to work for that. And for releasing fears, an obsidian sphere is also going to be great for this. Obsidian is known as the warrior of truth. It draws out those hidden imbalances, brings them to the surface so you can release them. So it's going to help to teach us to let go of our limitations and all those self-imposed restrictions. So here we go. Here's the meat of it, right? The magic. So releasing. Obsidian's great for helping you get rid of old ways, old thought patterns, old loves, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. It's going to help keep you grounded so you can defeat those patterns, those blockages. And it's also going to help you see, those things in the dark corners that we didn't, we put those things in the dark corners for a reason, but that way you can help bring them to light and integrate your spirituality into everyday life. It's a mirror for the soul. So if you need to take a good look at yourself, there you go. You've got some obsidian to do that. It's going to help you maybe feel like trying new things, going on new horizons, even traveling. It's going to be great for helping you with oversensitivity, vision. Native Americans used it for inner vision and outer vision. So as far as inner vision, also helps with prophecy. Here we go, scrying. So scrying, everybody's probably seen, like, you know, the stereotypical crystal ball. Most crystal balls, they're probably not crystal, honestly. They're probably just glass. But obsidian, pardon me, is great for that. It's going to help you, because scrying is, there's different ways to scry, but as far as using a stone, if you have it polished, it does not have to be a sphere. It can be, you know, basically a magic mirror. So scrying or gazing, it's a worldwide practice. It goes back, you know, millennia, and you can use it to find the answers to so many things, like the causes of illness, communicating with the spirit world, and then because we've got that shiny, hopefully, yeah, you've got that shiny surface. So if you have a piece, you know, of a good enough size, doesn't have to be ginormous, but it's got that reflective aspect to it. So as long as it's fairly, you know, flat, you can have like the magic mirror, if you will. So doesn't have to be square or anything like that. And even Dr. D, was a magician, or supposedly hired by Queen Elizabeth I. He used a Black Obsidian scrying mirror for his session. So this is, again, worldwide, used by the Aztecs. And for some people, they like to use the quartz, or, you know, or the typical crystal ball, but sometimes that doesn't work for them. Sometimes they actually need that darkness, that blackness, so that way the subconscious mind can take over. And if you want to help with your scrying, there's other divination stones like azurite, flint, hematite, jet, mica, moonstone, and tiger's eye. And a little bit more about protection. It's great to have on your person, carry it with you as far as protection, or if you're going to use it in a protection ritual. You can always use a candle with 4 obsidian stones for the 4 directions to help protect you, from the 4 directions, and keep those negative energies, negative entities at bay, help keep that negativity away, particularly for sensitive people. Okay, that was a lot. I told you I had notes, but don't worry. If you want that quick reference guide, just shoot me an email or message me directly. I'll get that to you. And then I would love to hear, what are your experiences with obsidian? How have you used it? Please share that below in the comments, so that way other people can learn from you as well. And then please share this video with anybody that you think would benefit from it. And until the next video, merry parts and blessed be.